With consistency, last couple of games over 42%. Not bad for 6'10".
Calls for a shot off the rim, no good. Adams had the side isolated, didn't call for the basketball, so this time CP drives, then dumps it off, and Adams will throw it down for the first Thunder bucket of the game. Across the floor. SJ straddling that baseline. As Paul finally off the deck, lets it go and knocks it down. Have yet to force a three-point shot for the Knicks. So New York doing what it wants to do as Paul makes it two in a row, stepping behind back with that left hand. Got it over the outstretched arm of Gallinari coming out of the timeout. Dort quickly back down the other way. Hard drive and a nice finish as he hung in the air long enough and avoided that time. Barrett with that left hand. No good, and the long rebound out to Paul. 3-on-2 for the Thunder. Paul slips it down to Dort. Dort went up and he got rejected by the rim. All time.
You ever see The Wiz with Diana Ross? Not bad either. It was a musical version. Well, they both were musicals, I guess. That'll be shot by Chris Paul. I can tell you, they want to get inside. This is not a three-point shooting team.
Ntilikina continues. The Knicks struggles from downtown. Now 0 for 7 in the game. That's going to be a kick. Portis off the inbounds is no good. And the Thunder give it up, and Knox goes up for the slam and missed it.
Oh, he'll take that. He was all by himself. Somehow fumbled that away. That inside dribble by Chris Paul. Come on, man, that's nasty. But just spring into that ball first. That's a big offensive rebound. Adams
just has struggled to develop his offensive game consistently. As Diallo lines up the three, high archer, and he knocks it down. So how?
That's beautiful.
Maybe trying to show off.
Looks like he walked on that play. Thunder will take that turnover, put him in transition.
Nader, hard drive, high off the glass. Looking for a foul call, didn't get it.
Official about, thought it was a goaltender.
That's a rule that needs to be changed. It's a play that you cannot review unless it's originally the reason why the Knicks had the early lead in the first quarter because of his ability to break down the defense with his dribble. As Paul, wide right on that three.
He got a fresh 24 to go to as well.
Chris Paul, nice spin, fades and got the shot to go. Over Portis, great move by Chris Paul. He's got now trying to harass Chris Paul out on the perimeter. Paul does his best to detach, finally puts it up and in. Nice drive and finish.
Most of them have come a little bit closer than the last one he took.
Gallinari wide open for three, and that time he gets it to go.
Yeah, that's a
6 in the game. Thunder held him quiet throughout, made life tough on him as Paul lines up another three and knocks it down. Chris Paul is aware.
Oh, yeah.
Dancing around those expensive beers as Steven Adams comes up with that loose ball that was lost down low by Payton. SGA, well, he had that avenue cut off by Harkless. Now trying to reset. Somehow kept his footing. Gallinari passes up the three, trying to drive on Gibson. No. Gibson blocks the shot of Adams. Averaging over 19 points per game this year.
And he's already been traded twice.
Nice lob, and Nerlens Noel, the beneficiary on the pretty.
Starting to get a little bit frustrated.
Gallinari off the pass, lines it up and knocks it down, right down the puck. New York had missed its first 9. The Thunder made that adjustment and kind of shutting down the valves down low. It was going to be a problem for the Knicks, but Gallinari answers right back. I'm sure Chris Paul is liking the fact that when he passes Gallinari the basketball, he's wide open. Another alley-oop as things start to come easily here. What's Paul going to do is he sizes up Randall. Dancing with the basketball. Tough step back, high archer. That one a little bit short. The playoffs. New York, it's been a while. It's been a while since the Knicks have made the playoffs. They've been in a rebuild here for quite some time, but the NBA is fun when the Knicks are good. And the Eastern Conference Hasn't had the...
Patrick Ewing, Anthony Mason used to hit me with the chicken wing. Guess what? I hit him with a chicken breast.
Those are some pretty physical teams. Obviously, the team in 9 now picked up by Portis. Directing traffic from outside the three-point line. Now it's Robinson. Paul, wide right on the 3. See if the Knicks try to push here.
That high pick and roll action. Kind of flip the script on the second chance points and offensive rebounding.
Well, the Thunder have made New York completely one-dimensional. And how about that and one on the turnaround?
This is, what got you here. A little leverage on the scoreboard.
Adams gathers and stuffs it home. So things really start over to the Thunder. He's trying to add to it here, playing with some pace.
He's got amazing speed, though.
And the lead grows. Nader will give it back outside, and Chris Paul splashes that one down. Got a ton of high draft picks. Some of them haven't panned out. But New York with 7 first-round picks over the next 4 years. Like I've always said, it's one thing to get the picks. It's another thing to hit on the picks. You got to develop. Portis down low, got inside the block, trying to keep that pivot foot alive. Lost it on the way up out there. Who's the toughest player on that Knicks team in '94?
Oh, that guy right there. No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.